Hi, everybody. It's Debbie from Spooky Things. Hope everybody is doing good tonight. We've got a very interesting guest tonight. We have Mr. Ben Brackin. Hey, Ben, how you doing?
All right, taking a break. We're getting ready for this big con we've got planned this year. I can't wait for it. I mean, we've got so much going on. I started planning for the new one. I planned it in as soon as the old one was over last year. So I've been keeping busy.
Yeah, yeah, I did the same thing. It's just I'm repurposing a lot of the stuff that I had last year because I really don't want to
hmm
bring it out for a second year,
hmm
but just trying to keep myself busy.
You're right. I hear
So,
that. I mean, that's what like when I'm talking to people. I'm part of. Well, let's just say about a couple months ago, I finally got the call from the Alabama Ghostbusters, and they brought me in. But just there's three guys that did it. Is me, there's a guy named Jesse, and there's a guy named Robert. They actually talked to the people up there and got me. I'm now actually official, the Alabama Ghostbusters now. And because of that right there, we get a lot of fans that's coming to the con that loves Ghostbusters, like I tell everybody. So this year we're actually doing something special. I talked to one of the guys in Alabama Ghostbusters, the Dothan branch, which is Bobbert. He's actually bringing someone out of, as we say, out of containment for this year's con. So I can't go into it, but it is someone that you don't really see at cons hardly anymore around Ghostbuster booths or anything. So that's one of the surprises we got. That's we're planning on. So
oh,
yeah, it's going to be
so now
big
you're
this
going
year.
to have everybody wondering. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, let's just say it's going to be a. I mean, because everybody who was there last year, they saw my giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man there, and then my little Slimer. Well, we got someone else that's coming out this year that people's going to love for photo opportunities. This is going to be something special. Um, and this is horror based, so we're going to stay busy this year. Me, the Ghostbusters, we're going to stay busy. Always are about that time of year. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just this is the time of the year for stuff we do to shine,
hmm
So, just about anything we do is acceptable about right now. So,
exactly. And it
yeah.
and like I told people, I've been doing this for about to anybody who hasn't heard my story. I've been doing the Ghostbuster thing for probably about a little over 8 years now. I had surgeries done on my neck, and one night I just started, hey, I wonder if I can build that out of construction foam or something. And next thing you know, now it looks where I'm at now, leaps and bounds. And from
Yeah.
being a professional wrestler for 16 years, I love doing this now. I mean, it's seeing I tell people, I say, I don't charge nothing. It's the looks on the kids and families' faces when they see a Ghostbuster around. They're like, hey, look, I've had so many people that know me from wrestling and from Ghostbusters. I'll go to Walmart. For example, I can't go to Walmart without, it's Big Ben Brackin, or hey, there's Ghostbuster Ben. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? But yeah, it's just, I
It's
love
nice
doing
to
it.
be recognized.
Exactly. I've loved doing it. And it's just, like I said, it just keeps getting better and better every year that I do this. And now I've got the support of the Alabama Ghostbusters. That just makes my day right there. And I love doing it.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that.
Yeah, I acted like a little kid at Christmas. I jumped out of my chair and right here in the war room and ran to my wife's. Melissa, look. She's like, what? Hold the phone still. Let me read it. And it's just to know what I've been doing, and it actually has been paying off. That is showing that hey, I've busted my butt over the years, and it feels good to have. Hey, you for all your work you've done, we appreciate it. So as of this year at the con this year, I will be getting officially inducted into the Alabama Ghostbusters on stage.
That's great. That
Yeah,
really is. It's nice that all that hard work is finally paying off.
Oh yeah, it's keeping me busy with my job and everything. And I'm well, I like to stay busy. I'm either in my craft room or working with a cricket machine or making an appearance with Ghostbusters. I mean, like I was talking to one of my people at work the other day, saying like, "Oh, well, yeah, we saw the new Ghostbusters." Like, well, I didn't get to see it in theaters, the new movie, but I was there. I said, "Well, what were you doing?" It says, "Me and two other Ghostbusters were there, going around taking pictures and signing autographs." I mean, so we were there representing for the opening of the movie that night. That was fun, tiring but fun.
I bet it was. Yeah,
But
that kind of stuff really is fun.
it is. I mean, it's that's why I love about the con, the Deep South Para-Comi-Con. I just love it because you get to meet so many new people and so many new faces, and that's what I loved about it when I first got brought in the first con in Daleville. I was a little skeptical because I didn't know what was going on, but then when the Fikes family brought me in, said, "Hey, we want you here," I'm like, that's what I like about this. The Web Paranormal Group and the people at the con, they welcome you in like a family. Nothing brings family together by being scared, but I guess that works. The paranormal brings families together. But I've enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm just happy to be here. Happy to bring smiles and joy to people's faces. But what I want to say thank you to you also for having me on your show tonight. I was just sitting in my craft room anyway.
Oh, I'm. It's a pleasure to have you.
And Miss Teresa, she messaged me earlier. I was
I'm
like,
very, very glad that you could come.
oh yeah. I was like, she asked me earlier, said, "Hey, can you be on a podcast tonight?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, she's like, okay. By the time I responded, well, she just found somebody to fill the spot. I'm like, okay. So I was just sitting here. She's like, hey, you need to call me. Okay. Then she's like, can you be on a podcast too? I'm like, yeah, let me straighten up my desk a little bit. But I don't mind it. I mean,
Yeah,
I
sometimes
like
you just
being on.
don't
I've
know what's
never,
going on with the podcast. It's like,
yeah, I've, it's just weird that this is only my second one I've ever been, third one I've ever been on. I have never been on. I'm like, I'm asking people like, hey,
oh,
what
really?
do I talk? I'm like, well, they say it's just talk normally. I'm like, well, I kind of talk a lot. But I'm like, I've never been on a podcast. What is it? They're like, just relax, just talk like you're in front of a camera, which you are. I'm
We're
like,
having technical difficulties tonight.
oh no, technical difficulties. Teresa
Yeah,
giving away any
keeps
prize.
freezing up. It's been really bad weather here, so it's
Really?
not surprising. Teresa wants to know. Teresa wants to know, Ben, if you're going to be giving away any prizes at the
Well,
Fair
I
Comic Con.
actually will. Like last year, I gave away like a bunch of slime samples and coloring pages to the kids, even though the kids took the coloring pages and more adults wanted the slime. Well, that's cool. They're both having fun. But I will be oh my god, that's an old flyer. I will be raffling off one of my homemade proton packs. Like everybody has
Oh,
their 3D printers and everything. Well, I build stuff from scratch with my hands out of like everything, bits and pieces like PVC pipe and wiring and stuff like that. And I like that's how I feel better when I build something. But getting back to that, one of my proton packs that I built from scratch, I will be actually raffling it off at the Alabama Ghostbusters booth at the con this year. Um,
oh, wow.
it's going to be like $1 a ticket. I don't know. I will probably figure out how we're going to do it, but right now, if we're looking at probably like $1 a ticket, 6 for 5, something like that. But whoever wins the proton pack, of course, they'll get it handed to them by me and the other Ghostbusters. But all the money that I'm going to be raising from that raffle is going to help the con to go toward the Boys and Girls Club of America. So everything I'm making, I'm giving directly to Web Paranormal to give to that good cause that the con is helping out with.
That's
But
great. That really is. That's great. We really do appreciate that.
yeah, like I told him, I love doing it. I mean, and it's for the kids. Come on. I mean, multiple years.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for kids at wrestling shows, going to school, talking to other kids about it, they wouldn't be there if we couldn't put on a good show for them. And that's why I brought the wrestling into my Ghostbuster thing, because it's still making people happy. And that's what makes me happy. The world's too full of hate and everything. You got to love something. Love the Ghostbusters.
A
But
lot of people do.
yes, yes. But that is going to be my big thing. I'm going to be raffling off one of my proton packs. I mean, it lights up and everything. It don't make sounds. I'm not that technical, but it's a good thing for like cosplayers or Halloween, or if you want to try and get your own pack. If you got to, like I tell people, you want to be a Ghostbuster, you say you want to be part of that Ghostbuster family. I tell people, if you have the heart and you have a pack, it doesn't have to look screen movie accurate. Mine don't. That's what I like about mine. As long as you have the heart to say, hey, I got this, I'm ready to bust a ghost, that makes you a Ghostbuster. As long as you have the heart, that makes you a Ghostbuster, part of the Ghostbuster family right there. And that's all there is to it. And so many people's like, well, I got a jacket, I got a couple of things that says, you have that patch on? Do you say you love the Ghostbusters? Yeah, I love the Ghostbusters. That makes you part of it. If you're just wearing
No,
that
it's true.
logo, if you're just wearing that logo and you love something so much, I mean, that's what do it. Miss Teresa, is spooky things giving away anything at the con? I don't know. Let's ask.
Well, yeah, I am going to be giving away some things. Still working on them, but I'm definitely going to be giving away a like a basket with
Uh-huh.
stuff for investigations, some
Mm-hmm. What do you
sage,
wait a
Florida
minute?
water,
Well, if you're
a
wondering who I'm
little
talking to,
basket full.
this is my Ghostbuster wife, Melissa.
Hello.
Hi,
This is
Melissa.
Miss Debbie.
How are you?
She'll be at the con. She'll be running the booth. She'll probably be running around like she was last year, but she'll be there. But yeah, I mean, that's awesome. What kind of basket is it? Like going to be like a scented candle type thing, or
No, no, I'm going to just some of the stuff that I have at my booth, like some
uh-huh,
sages. I've got like dragon blood sage
uh-huh.
and regular sage, white sage,
Mm-hmm.
um, Palo Alto, Florida water,
Okay.
and some of the other things that I've got, like little trinkets and stuff. And this year, I'm actually making more things that I haven't made in a long time, but I
Mm-hmm.
did it in a different genre. I used to have Native American that I used to make, um, Native American stuff. And I
Yeah.
decided just to take that stuff and make it metaphysical.
Yeah, that was
So
better. That was better.
I'm
That's
doing all kinds of
awesome.
stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I like
I
that
mean,
hat.
like, and plus, I do have one of my nieces. She's good with like crocheting and stuff, and model and built
Hmm.
like making stuff like what they call the air dry clay, modeling clay. She's
Right?
actually going to have some of that at my booth. Some of her crochet little creations and stuff at the Alabama Ghostbusters booth, and what she sells, she
Perfect.
said it's going straight to the con also. So we'll have some other things there.
That's great. That is great. We've got some great vendors that are coming. A lot of people have been coming back from last year,
Hmm. Hmm.
and we're getting some. Danny Andrews. Hi. How
Yeah, she's
how
right
are you,
behind me.
Danny?
That's my best friend. She's
Oh,
right behind
okay.
me.
Hi. How are you?
she'll be
Didn't
she'll
know
be
she
there
was
at the
so
con this
close.
year. She's one of our volunteers.
Teresa
I
says she's bringing little spiders.
Oh,
Well,
Miss Teresa's
keep them
bringing
at
real
your booth.
spiders to the con. No cursing. I'll be
But you
there.
can keep them at
I
her
like
booth.
itty bitty spiders.
I used to have a tarantula back years ago. His name was Fingers. It was really
Fingers.
cool. It was a Mexican. Yeah, his name was Fingers. It was a Mexican red leg tarantula. He was
Oh,
so cute.
well, I've had many snakes over the years, and
I can handle snakes, just not spiders.
same thing. Uh, but Melissa and my best friend back here, they're not fans of spiders. So I'm like, so why can I not have one? It'll get out and come bite me while I'm asleep. I'm like, yeah, it's coming straight to your bed, beelining right to the bed and bite you. That's it. Well, I'm like, hey, I've had snakes all these years. Only one has got out, but I caught it. But
Yeah, back
yeah,
years
talking about
ago,
the vendors, we
I had a big old snake, big snake. And he got to the point where I ended up having to give him to the zoo. He was just so big and he kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And finally I was like, dude, I just can't keep up with you.
yeah,
So he ended up, it was a python, and he ended up having to go to the zoo because he was like over 15 foot long.
oh,
It
good.
was like big old round thing. I said, okay, that's it.
I
You're too
had
big for me at this point.
I've had all ball pythons, all the ones I've owned, but one buddy of mine, she gave me a Colombian red tail boa, but it's like after I broke this thumb at a wrestling show, and he was about that big around, and he was just so strong. He was about 6 foot long, and he was so strong
Mm-hmm.
that he wrapped up that hand and he broke my splint. I'm like,
Oh,
I gotta
no.
get rid of him. I can't. He's a little bit too big for me. So I'm
Yeah.
happy. I got two fur baby. I got three cats. I got my pit bull Lila, who was at the con last year, and I got me a new little boy, little puppy named Thor. So I
Oh,
have a huge fur baby family.
yeah, we got lots of them over here. Teresa is saying we have a rose hair tarantula, but we are Web Paranormal Group, so we have a mascot.
So we'll have to find some way to put the picture of the tarantula on the web paranormal web now. So that's my project
Oh,
now.
they'll figure it out. They'll figure out something to do with that thing.
Oh, I'm sure they'll ask me, which I don't mind. I made their shirts when they went on the battleship. Me
Mm-hmm.
and Melissa made their shirts that they wore, and they said they were really good. I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
not bad for Melissa making shirts for the second time ever. They like
Yeah,
this is the second time. They're like, well, they look professionally done. I'm like, she took her time.
yeah, yeah. They're good shirts. They're very
Hmm.
nice shirts.
But yeah, going back to you
Very
talking about
nice.
the vendors at the con. Yeah, there's a
Yes.
few I'm looking forward to. Of course, I'm a big boy, so I like the sweet stuff they're gonna have there. Uh, what was it? What's that place? Dragon's Egg Bakery, or it's a Dragon something bakery,
Oh,
Enterprise, I think.
yeah. Teresa, what was the name of that bakery?
They
The
had
Dragon something.
tried some of their
They had good
fudge
stuff.
last year, and it was good.
They had good stuff.
And I can't remember the name of. There was another sweet. It was like the last day. She said she'll be back this year. It's like a little baking vendor that was
Dragon's Nest.
The
Dragon's Nest.
Dragon's Nest.
It's commented in the actual.
It's probably Miss Teresa, but she sold like different like variety of flavors of cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name. I think she says she's based in Ozark, but those were good. Ooh, this I almost got. Let's just say the end of last year, I almost ended up in a diabetic coma. That's all I'm gonna say. I love my sweets.
Yeah,
I know the
last year
sweets don't love me.
we were pretty close to them. Oh, the Little Cottage Bakery. That could have been it.
I
Yeah.
think that is them because they were. I only got to see them where my booth was at, they're like catty corner across from the tattoo area that was there last year. And I think I tried the Reese's peanut butter cupcake. And oh no, she gave me like 6 of them to take home because she didn't want to take them home. They didn't make it home though.
They never do.
They didn't make it home. But yeah, I heard there's new vendors coming out here. There's a few that's not coming this year, but I heard there's more coming this year. I mean, but we got at this con, it's not just with, I know Lee Triana. Lee Triana's coming back. I do know her.
He is.
Talking to her, she's a very sweet lady. She's helped me out one time, and it's helped out quite a bit. Mr. Blaine, what's his name? Blaine Rohan. Yep, there's
Blaine. Yes.
He says he met me last year, but there was so much going on. I can't remember.
It was a lot.
But I know he'll be there this year. There's just so many people. Bam, there he is.
There's Blaine. Yeah, Blaine comes on my show the beginning Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
And I really, he's so much fun. Him and I have so much fun together. We really do. And then Jeremy Leonard's coming back, who was here.
But I know Melissa. I done told Melissa and my buddy Danielle back there saying like, I warned her, said, listen here, you may be a volunteer, but you better be wearing some good walking shoes because that place you're going to be walking all day. And that's what I love about it. Because, I mean,
there's a lot going on.
I mean, I think it was close to like, if you start at the entrance where you come in and get your ticket, I think it's like over an hour if you made your way and looked at every booth. You're in there for over an hour.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, easily.
Exactly. I mean, and I've had multiple people stopping last year. Of course, the tattoo parlor that was next to us, unfortunately, will not be here this year, but they had a line going around my booth. So it's like, you don't know how many people is going to actually come through until that day. That's why we are all trying to help each other. So, hey, y'all like this kind of stuff? Hey, you got things to bump in the night? Come check the Deep South Para-Comi-Con in Ozark, Alabama. I'm like, that's the place to go. I mean, because you'll have like yourself, you'll have Mr. Stan and Miss Teresa for Web Paranormal. You got Miss Lee Triana, you got Mr. Blaine, and there's going to be other people there that can actually help people with their problems. I'm like, I mean, the Foxes will be there. Yeah, they're a sweet couple.
Michael and Destiny Fox.
And here's the thing about Miss Destiny.
Some good people.
If you ever see Miss Destiny and she sees me around, it's like, there's my I can't do it like her voice now. There's my favorite Ghostbuster.
She's so
I'm the only one you know, Miss Destiny. But I love them to death.
So
They're sweet people.
They are.
And, American Demon Comics. Yeah, I forgot he's returning this year. Kind of freaked me out last year seeing his costume, but I'm like, but he's a cool cat.
He was pretty good in that.
It kind of creeped me out. I'm like, what is that? But yeah, that's what I like about. You get to meet so much new, interesting people, and like I said, I still talk to quite a few people from last year, and that's why that's why I like the con, because it brings people together. You start friendships over something small. You start huge friendships, and that's what I love about it. And like, will you stop tearing up stuff for? And what I like about it is that everything's going to help, and it's for a good cause. It's the Boys and Girls Club of America.
And we've also got another return. We also got another return that's coming back is Jeremy Leonard.
Yeah, I didn't get to meet him last year though.
Great guy, really, really, truly a really good. There he is, right there.
They're sneaking Stan samples.
Yeah.
I was trying to, but I couldn't break away from my table.
Keeping Stan happy.
Right. Jolene Vine.
Oh, Jolene. Yeah, I had her on last week. What a sweet girl.
Is she?
She's doing the Kalani series. She's an
Uh,
author, and she, she's really different because she doesn't like putting anything. Excuse me. She doesn't like having anything sexual in her books, and she doesn't like the bad language. So she writes so that it's okay for younger readers as well as adults. And but the interesting thing about Jolene that she told me was that a lot of her audience is male,
hmm
adult males,
Well,
and
I kind of like that because you like that she's doing that family friendly books.
she
I
does.
mean, yeah, I'm 46 years old, and I was raised differently. I'm like, we're
Yeah,
all raised differently than that. And I grew up watching these with my dad, these spaghetti westerns, where you can fire 24 shots out of a 6 shooter without unloading. That's the
right.
westerns my dad loved. But growing up, you can actually turn on the TV and not worry about foul language, not worry about every sexual content, as we'll say. I'm sorry to say, but some days
Yeah,
I would just like to turn on the TV and not boom, boom. Already can't watch the
yeah,
news.
yeah.
Matt,
Right. Here's Matthew. Matthew Brown, Lee Triana Terry Brown. That's her hubby,
okay.
Matthew Brown.
I think
Looking
I met
forward to
him
seeing
last
you
year,
guys at
but
the con.
we're like that. But that's why I'm like,
Well, Matt.
but I tell a lot of people I'm raised differently. I'm like, I don't want to turn the TV on. Hey, if I have I'm thinking if I have one of my nieces or nephews here, if they want to watch cartoons, I want to be feel safe where I turn the TV on and I don't have to like, oh, I gotta pause it. Oh, I gotta mute it. I would just give me some clean, good cartoons or something.
Yeah,
Matthew Brown Paranormal.
there he
Oh,
is. Matthew
that's Lisa
Brown.
Connor's husband.
Yeah, that's Lee's husband.
Okay.
Super, super, super nice guy.
Like I said, I got to talk to her a lot
We
last year, and I didn't get to talk to him much.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love Lee. She's just great.
Temperament
And of
Paranormal.
course, we have Scott Tepperman. He's a paranormal investigator, but he's an actor and producer, film executive. But he did the Cruel Summer, Pray for Fall.
Uh
He's
huh.
the one that was in that one.
Ain't that the third one?
And
I think that was the third
yes,
summer.
yes, that's the third one.
Debbie
And oh,
Hawk-Hutchinson.
hey, look who that is. There I am.
I
I'm going to
love
be
those
giving
flyers.
a
Love those flyers.
I know they're great, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to be doing a seminar on cryptozoology, and I'm still actually learning. I'm in a course right now with Ken Gerhardt
Mm-hmm.
from William Shatner's Unexplained Mysteries on
Uh-huh.
Netflix,
Okay.
and I've been taking courses with Ken Gerhardt, who's on that show, and extraordinarily informative. So I'm getting ready to be a registered cryptozoologist with Ken,
Well, that's awesome. That
and
is awesome.
yeah, he is. Oh my God, I can't even say what a great guy this man is. He just
Yeah.
really is, and he's got the patience of a thousand saints. If he's
Yeah.
dealing with me, he's got to have the patience of a thousand saints.
That's what I tell the
I,
people about me and my wife all the time. Hey, she's married to me. She's dealing with me now. So, but I may. What? And you said you're holding a class on the cryptozoologist. I may have to come and
cryptozoology.
yeah, I may have to come to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
class and listen.
yeah. It's
Triana, she's in the.
it's just going to be a very
Oh, you see?
very brief rundown.
Hey guys, hey
And
dude. Can't wait to get a hug.
try to take
Yeah.
some questions, or so hopefully I can clear some things up.
Oh, there
But
she is. But I definitely I've never been a hunter, but I've been in the woods, different places at night. I know there's stuff out there, but I just rather not know. Is that if that makes sense?
it
I'd rather
does.
just be, hey, I know you're out there. Just stay over there. Just stay over there. Because I mean, I'll tell you right now, everybody, me and my wife, Melissa, she has her shows, which she loves Big Bang Theory. With this show that we fell in love with, we used to make fun of all the time. But then it became, I started watching it, then she started watching it. We've watched all the incomplete series of Mountain Monsters multiple times.
Oh, okay.
And we love that show. And it's just interesting. I mean, I'm like, one day I want to do something like that, but I'll stay on this side of the camera. I'll just be running the camera. Hey, there it is. I'm good.
I see movement.
I see movement, so y'all go check. I'm over here. I'm good. I got zoom on this camera.
I see movement. Oh my gosh. Okay, well here, Terry, oh my gosh, Judy Terry. This is Lee Triana's mama.
Is it?
It sure is. Paranormal investigator. She's a TV personality. Of course, we know that Lee Triana has Repossessed on Hulu, and Judy Terry here is her mom.
I did not know
And
that.
Lee Triana's, it's all generational. The gifts that they have,
Mm-hmm.
it's going pretty much on the maternal side. I believe that it is of Lee's family, and so her mother is a big part of all that.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Richard and Colleen Johnson from Voices Paranormal, Ethereal is also seen on Paranormal TV. Ethereal
Okay.
Voices Paranormal. So they're going to be there as well. They do some really interesting cases. Hey,
Look at that
who's
handsome
that?
guy. Look at that
Look
handsome
at that
guy.
handsome guy.
That's what I'm talking
Look at
about.
that. Yeah, he's
And
going
like
to
I
be
said, I
there.
mean, you
You
can see
should
right
come because
there.
he's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, you can see right there. That's me. Even though that picture of me in the red and black is the actual last picture I took before I retired from wrestling. That is the
Oh,
last
really?
picture I took. And I still have that. All my wrestling stuff's put up, but those are some good days. But I love, excuse me. Excuse me. I love what I'm doing now. I would love to get back in the ring, but I know doctors say no. And especially my wife says if she does, she'll kill me. So I'm not getting back in the ring.
There you go.
And this gentleman right here is who I'm wanting to meet.
Same.
William Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Also, everybody calls him Bill. He's an actor. He's known for Predator 2, The People Under the Stairs, The Lost Boys, and Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Mm.
And I mean, he has really done some amazing things.
And I love every one of those movies.
Oh, I know they're all iconic,
Mm-hmm.
and he's really just he's amazing in his participation that he has been involved in all of those movies, and it's really it's an honor to have him there at the Comic-Con.
Exactly.
Faith Santiago, she's a singer, and she's going to be performing on the stage, and this little girl's got some pipes now.
If I remember
Got
Miss
some
Teresa
pipes.
telling me, she's like 11 years old, I think.
Yep, she's young.
Hey,
Oh,
Debbie.
there's Lee. Lovely.
And I
I
see Miss
can't wait to get up.
Yeah, Miss
I got a
Teresa
funny
said they
story
still do have
about
their
Lee.
spots available, so.
I got a funny story about Lee. At the
Uh-oh.
Para-Comi-Con last year, Lee comes up and gives me this huge hug. I mean, she is like the best hugger of anybody. And my son was standing there, and he'd been having a kind of a rough day. And he stood there. He said, Mom, let me tell you what. He goes, Man, when Lee hugged you, he said, that looked like such a good hug. I was like, I need a hug like that. He said, next year, I'm going to say, Lee, I need a hug like you gave my mom at the last Para-Comi-Con. He goes, because that was so good.
And there's Mr. Fox. But yeah, she is a really sweet lady. And if we have time before this night's over, I'm going to explain. I'll tell you what she did to help me and my wife. But Mr. Fox, he's a nice guy too. He just attacks me a
Yes,
lot in Monopoly Go.
Yes, he is. Oh, Matthew says that Judy has a new book that will debut at the con.
Oh,
She's going to debut that book. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Melissa will probably try and get that one too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Connor will be there too.
Miss Debbie, let me tell you a quick thing about this little boy right here. This little boy,
okay.
His name is Connor. I met him at wrestling many years ago. He fell in love with my alter ego, but he didn't like me because he thought I was scary. But that's another story. But this boy, he was diagnosed with Kawasaki disease when he was born.
Ooh.
And I tell this little boy all the time when I see him, it puts him in shock. I told him he's my hero. He is 7 years old, and he makes, hey, go grab me that bracelet real quick. He makes bracelets and keychains at home with his mom. And all the money he makes from selling, he only sells them like $3 or $4 or $5 a piece, but all the money goes straight to the American Heart Association for research for the Kawasaki disease. I'm telling you, Miss Debbie, this kid, 7 years old, he says he wants no money coming from it.
Oh.
He said this little boy is my hero. I'm telling you, I love this little boy to death. He loves wrestling. He loves having fun, and he's just a great kid. And funny thing about him is Miss Teresa talked about this the other night, that when Miss Stephanie, which is his mom, got off the phone with Miss Teresa and she told Connor about it, he ran straight to his room and he's already written out a speech for when he gets on the microphone on stage at the con. But this boy is 7 years old and he makes keychains like that.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, and you see it's got the little clip on it.
Yeah.
But and it's stretchy. I mean, you can't get nothing like that at a store for $5. I mean, those are like, what do you call them? Like 1-inch beads?
About that.
And he sells these for like $5, $6 a piece, and all the money goes to the American Heart Association. And
bless his heart.
Yeah, and he has like he makes like bracelets like this. He's made me multiple, like the red, white, and blue for when I used to wrestle was red, white, and Ben. He made me red, white, and blue ones. And I still have them with my wrestling stuff today. It's put up because I don't want nothing messing up. But he has characters on the beads and stuff.
Miss Luciana said I need one of those keychains.
Yeah. Oh, he'll have a big old booth there. He'll probably be near me. But he's just this little boy. I just can't go. He's 7 years old, and he's worried about helping his fellow man. That's why
he's a little entrepreneur.
He is my hero. He's wanting to make the world better with his donations, the way he's making. I mean, I think he did some kind. He did some kind of benefit, and he made over $1,400 for the American Heart Association.
Wow.
His article he wrote in school got published in their magazine.
Wow.
So he's a treasure. This little boy is something special.
I can't wait to meet him.
I just wish I had a percent of the energy he has. He has got
Be
so
sure
much
to
energy.
give me a
He
big
wears me
hug.
out, and I'm just watching. But that
Lee-
is one of the great people that will be there selling. There's a list of everybody that'll be there.
Lee Triana says, be sure to give me a big hug. So I don't know if she's talking about you or me, but I say we better both do it.
Talking to me because I said something about can't wait to meet her.
Oh, well, Miss Christina Slater from Dragon's Nest Bakery says, excited to see everyone. Just be sure to have
We're
some
excited
samples.
to see you too.
You need to send some samples to the Ghostbuster table.
I'm sure Slimer.
He's not the only table.
Hey, that is true.
This way.
That is true.
Oh, Lee. She says, Debbie, you are more beautiful than ever. Spoken by somebody who has no idea what aging is about. I mean, this lady doesn't age, but thank you so much. Coming from you, oh, thank you.
I just have people calling me. I'm just a pirate Santa Claus. So
is that what you are? A pirate
yeah.
Santa
when
Claus?
they see that red and black picture, they say, hey, look, it's biker Santa Claus. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I'm so excited. There's so much. The horror house. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
The horror house.
I'm amped for that. I saw your trailer for the show. I can't wait to see you. Yum yum.
Talking about the bakery.
Oh, she's talking about the bakery. Okay, I was about like,
I'm keeping up.
No, she's talking about the bakery.
I know, right? Don't forget the after party at Benchmark Craft Beer and Wines.
Yeah, I hear that's going to be a hoot.
Now, is that, I can't remember, is that in Ozark or I couldn't remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we didn't get to go last year because I had to open work. I had to be at work early the next day. No, wait. Melissa had to be at work early the next day.
Well, guess what?
Yes.
None of us did this week.
Well, I have a volunteer following around with me, so I got a junior Ghostbuster behind me. She's wanting to help out. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again, and like I said, meeting new people this year. I just can't wait. I mean, I got a flyer up there at my job. I'm not afraid to say I'm a manager at Papa John's in Dothan. I got a flyer up there. I talk to people all the time. Door Dashers coming in. I give them a flyer like, hey, check out this. Hey, you like paranormal stuff? Check this stuff out. I've got people hitting me up already for tickets already. I'm like, I got to talk to my other boss lady who has the tickets. I will have samples to stop by the table, but they cost you. That's a deal. I don't have very many. I don't think
you'll have any problem with that from him.
I'll smile it.
Good.
Bam, donut.
Good Gators. McVintage, looking forward to meeting you.
Ghostbuster stuff now?
Do what?
That mean I gotta start racking up on my...
No, you're just going to be hauling all my Ghostbuster stuff around.
Well, there's my job for the weekend.
Oh. Miss Litriana loves Papa John's.
Me too, Lee.
Well, see, now I'm going to have to make it a deal. Now I'm going to have to make her a pizza at work and bring it to her the day of the con. So
you have to. You're obligated at this point.
I'm obligated now. So it'd be all right. She's helped me out in a sticky situation, so I think I can help her out with the cheesy situation. Okay, that was cheesy.
There you go.
I tried. Oh no, Stan.
Teresa says Stan's going to be sampling everything from Christina.
I was wondering why I didn't see him much last year, because that's what he was doing. He was sneaking around, trying to be slick.
Lee says I could set a world's record eating the peppers.
Oh,
from Papa John's.
She can have all of them she wants. I see him all day long.
Man.
Miss
They
Litriana
talk to
wants
me
the pepperoncinis.
long after I've eaten them. And Teresa says, hello, McVintage. Can't wait to see the jewelry. Ooh, jewelry. That'll perk me up.
Right? But I also, good, we're going to have Satan. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just judge. I won't partake.
No,
Stan was well behaved
no, I'm
last
not
year.
partaking of any Satan bit stuff.
I think that's one of them hot, what do you call them? Where it's like almost like Satan's toe or that hot potato chip.
Satan's bit.
Yeah, I think they're wanting to do. I think Miss Teresa said they're going to do Satan's spit. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll judge. I'll just watch from the sidelines.
Right, Lee? Jewelry. Jewelry's my thing.
Right.
I love jewelry.
And I think
It's a woman thing.
hey, I got a little bit of jewelry. Oh, well, mine is mainly just spikes and chains, but that's my kind of jewelry. But I did find out that Mr. Stan said that I can't remember if I don't think they were there last year, but there's a vendor going to be there with freeze dried sweets. That's some good stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that gentleman.
Yeah.
Teresa, wasn't he? I think we saw him at earlier. Teresa and I saw him. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. He's got some really good stuff.
Stop telling my secrets.
Stop telling my secrets.
Well, the ghost is out of the bag now. Everybody knows. Miss Litriana, jewelry and candy, yes.
No, you go, girl.
Yeah, me and Melissa we love the freeze dried candy, and it's just, I don't know, it just tastes better. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Yeah, I like candy. Period.
Candy in general,
unfortunately,
yes. Especially if there's
the coffee guy was awesome. Matt liked the coffee guy.
Well, security's got to pat Mr. Stan down for sweets. Like I can't remember which one it was, but one of the food trucks outside Saturday, I don't know, I can't remember who it was. It was a couple black ladies. They're sweet. They're a couple of sweethearts. They had strawberry lemonade. I could have polished off a whole gallon of that stuff. It was good.
It was good stuff.
I didn't get to try the barbecue, Mr. Matthew. But I'm looking forward to this year.
They're already conspiring to keep Stan away from the candy containers.
I see that.
Ooh, chocolate strawberries. I love chocolate strawberries. Oh my God.
Nothing. Ooh, chocolate strawberries.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying.
Oh,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. See, they're going to put me in a diabetic coma again.
Yeah, you better bring your insulin because we don't have any food truck vendors yet.
Reach out, Mr. Stan, since you're watching, reach out to Mary's Sandwich Shop in Ashford. They got some good food, I'm telling you. And this boy can put some food
Reach out, Stan. Reach out.
Champagne.
Oh, well, yeah. We need some champagne.
I heard there was going to be some champagne at Benchmark. Is that what it's called?
For the party.
Yeah, because there's a certain announcement that was announced the other night that Mr. and Mrs. Fox will be renewing their vows at the con this year. Yes. I'm excited for that. And I know they said there'll be champagne for the wedding party at Benchmark, but yeah, there it is. Miss Teresa just put it. Benchmark Craft Beer and Wines is bringing it for the wedding party. Hey, I'll be part of the party.
We are part of the party.
Exactly. See all these people there. That's your party. and there's your party, so we'll just meet in the middle. But I have never been there. I'm not a big drinker, but I'll have a drink in honor of Mr. and Mrs. Fox. Hey,
Absolutely.
I'll be at the wedding.
Great couple.
Include me. I'll be in the wedding party. I'll be the flower guy. I'll throw flowers. I mean, they could be black roses, but I'll throw them.
You'll throw anything for the booze.
But I just
God.
wanted this story. I keep seeing Miss Lichiani in here. I'll tell you what, living in this house, my mom and dad had this house built many years ago. But before my dad couldn't be able to walk anymore, we used to go every Saturday and go yard sailing. And that was me and my dad's thing. We'd either go yard selling or we'd go down to Fort Gaines and go fishing. But the thing he used to do was buy old Bibles for my mom.
Oh.
Well, she's had them stashed for a long time, but me and Melissa, I'll tell you this story at the con because it's a lot longer than this story, but basically Melissa and I have something following us. And whatever was attached to these Bibles has intensified messing with me and Melissa lately, starting last year. So I talked to Miss Lichiana last year, the day before. I said, hey, we got a situation going on. I said, can we bring you one of these Bibles? And
I remember
Debbie,
that.
As soon as I brought it out of the house, it's like, and
I
she
remember
took
that.
when we showed up at the con in that box, excuse me, she said she didn't even have to open it before she felt something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I said, you can have it. I was like, but she's like, it's still in the box that I brought it to her in. And she's like, ever since she's brought it home, she's been having a lot of weird things happening.
Weird things.
Yeah. And
yeah, I remember
it's
that
like
situation.
there's multiple things attached to that one Bible. And what's bad is there's still something here in this house. We don't know where. I've reached out to Mr. Stan. They know the situation. I reached and told the ghost hunting housewives, and they sent me a REM pod. And like, because I had a little, I'll have to explain this to another show next time I'm on. But yeah, we've got some nice things happening here in this household. Yeah.
Matthew says, I love this con. It's like a big paranormal family reunion. It really is. It
Not
really
just
is.
me that sees it that way.
Mm-mm. We just all love each other.
Exactly.
Austin Light is going to sit outside on the patio and wave at people at Benchmark Craft Beer and Wine.
Oh, Miss Lichiana is talking about that Bible.
Oh, that'll bring them in.
Right?
Church glass in a glass container. It is
Oh
still
my God.
but it is asleep now. I've had a lot of movement.
The Bible is on church glass in a glass container. It's still very active, but it's asleep now. I had lots of movement and stuff going on until it went dormant. Mm.
Merry Christmas. That's all I'm saying. And if you want another one this year, Miss Lichiana, I'll bring it to you. I'll bring you another one. Start your collection.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But yeah, that's like I was saying earlier, like Mr. Matthew just said. It's like a family reunion. It's like everybody coming together to sharing experiences and everything. I'm like, I love that. I love that. It's like,
I do too.
I mean, I've never, honestly, like I've told Miss Stan and Miss Teresa, it's weird because I've never really been included in anything like this until recently. I'm like, this is still new to me, but I love every bit of it. It's like a family reunion. Right? I will donate to it.
I'll be honored to have another Bible. We have a small haunted object museum.
I'll bring you another one. Hey,
Yeah.
I think Miss Lichiana just called me Uncle Fester.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
that would be you.
All right, I got the bald going. Okay, I got it going. Leech around. I call me Uncle Fester. What's up with that?
That's great.
Wait, which version of Uncle Fester though?
I'll take Christopher Lloyd's version.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd did the best Fester for me anyway. But yeah, that's why I see it. And like we were talking to Mr. Stan, Miss Teresa a couple weeks ago.
I
I'm
just want to
hoping
know
that
who's going to be Thing.
the spider, Miss Teresa's spider. Oh, so apparently Mr. Stan is going to be Thing.
Me.
You know why he's going to be doing that? Because he'll have all that hair to cover up the snacks that he's stealing.
Well, that takes the burden off of me.
Yeah.
Thing is the hand. Okay, I'm confused. But that's fine too. He'll be the Thing with the creepy hand because he'll be stealing all the snacks off everybody's tables.
Oh my God, this has been so much fun. It really has been. So just to let everybody know, it's the Deep South Para-Comi-Con on September 14th and 15th.
Hmm.
And it's going to be on Saturday and Sunday.
We'll give a hand.
Everybody to come on out and see what's going on. We are just going to be having a blast. We are just going to have so much fun there. We just really.
And I do know, I think Miss Teresa, Mr. Stan said that we actually they have a deal with a motel, I think, in Ozark that will give vendors and guests a deal if they didn't want to drive home. And now it's just me. It's just me. Hampton Inn. It's just me. Okay, Hampton Inn, but it's just me. Where'd she go?
I think she might have had a.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh!
I was about to say, I know we're cutting it, but not that. Like, don't even tell me bye or anything. What's up with that?
It's the
But
weather.
as we were saying, yeah, it for vendors and guests, they're saying that if you don't want to drive home, Hampton Inn is doing $120 a night. I mean, just tell them, hey, I'm with the Comic-Con, and bam.
Right. Exactly.
I'm
It's
just
the
glad
Hampton
I'm only like
Inn.
a 30-minute drive away, so I'm good.
Are you good? I'm going to be staying for Saturday and Sunday night.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, Friday and Saturday night. I'll be
Mhm.
staying up there. Because it's just too much fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave the party. So we're
I
going
mean,
to be going.
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to leave. I mean, it's like it's the family reunion. Hey, I just want to say bye one more time. 20 minutes later, I just want to say bye one more time.
Exactly. If you're staying there, you don't have to say bye until the next day.
Exactly.
So, but yeah.
Tell them at the motel you're
but when
there
you
for.
go to, just let them know when you're making your plans to be at the hotel that you're with the Para-Comi-Con, Comic-Con, and you'll get that discount.
I mean,
and remember September 14th and 15th, and
just keep up to date on Facebook and all social media outlets. I mean, there's more things coming. There's more things happening at the con. That's just not a handful.
Absolutely.
I mean, we mentioned about the horror house, but we
Absolutely.
haven't talked about it. I mean, then there's
Haven't
other
really
things.
talked about
You
it.
just have to, you just have to bear with any
Oh,
other
the Life
podcast
South
leading up to the
Bloodmobile.
con. It's going to
Yeah.
be money well spent in Ozark this year.
It will, and it's just getting better every single year. There are still some vendor spots available.
Yeah.
Go onto the website for the Deep South Para-Comi-Con, and it's Deep South Para-Comi-Con at gmail.com. You can get through to the communications there.
I'm sure you can get the prepaid pre-sale of tickets.
Exactly. And they go quick.
Mm-hmm.
And the bigger this thing is getting, the quicker those tickets are going, and the quicker those vendor spots are going. And stage 2, 3, 4, and 10 of good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Only
we're
one more
famous for
time.
that.
Wait, okay. One more time. But before I go, one more time. Yes, my wife will say that about me whenever I'm leaving a wrestling show. Let me just go tell him bye. 30 minutes later, she's still in the car waiting on me.
Been there, done that.
You hush. You hush.
That's why I don't wait in the car.
She's like, listen, I'm tired. You say your one goodbye to Cone. 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, I'm finally meandering out to the car. But
yeah,
anywho,
I don't say one goodbye. It just doesn't seem enough.
Exactly. But I know we've been on here an hour.
I hate leaving
know
the show.
An hour, so I've had fun. Thank you
Yeah,
for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming on. And Lee and Matt, thank you guys for coming on. And everybody else that's been coming on tonight. Everybody, I miss you guys. I miss you guys.
I hope something, whispers I'm hearing from Mr. Stamets, Teresa, do happen next year. I can't wait to let people know about that. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
But like absolutely. I said, thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Oh, thank you for coming.
And
thank you,
hope to be on here on another one soon with y'all. And
oh, absolutely. It's too much fun. Are you
like
kidding?
I said, Big Ben's going to be everywhere. The closer it gets to the con, you're going to start seeing Big Ben all over Facebook and social media outlets everywhere. So,
well, that's good. That's very.
Never know where I'm going to pop up in uniform. You never know. But Miss Debbie, I appreciate you having me on here tonight.
Well, I appreciate you coming.
But you have a great night. Looking forward to the next one. And if I don't see you down the road soon, I'll see you in September.
Absolutely. And thank you, everybody, for coming to the show tonight. Bye. Lee and Matt. Bye. And everybody else that's come on to say something tonight, we really appreciate it. Remember, Deep South Para-Comi-Con, September 14th and 15th.
If you're not there, you need to be.